present to you Ndejje University. We are an Anglican university endowed with 3 state-of-the-art campuses in Luero Bombo, the Graduate School in Rubaga, and the Kampala campus along Balintuma Road behind Mengo Hospital. With well-coordinated learning programs ranging from day, evening, weekend, in-service and e-learning, the globally recognized university offers job market competing courses that will surely light your academic path. Our various undergraduate and graduate programs include Business Administration and Management, Engineering and Survey, Basic Sciences and Information Technology, Education, Environment and Agricultural Sciences, Arts, Health Sciences, and many more. With accreditation by the National Council of Higher Education, we now offer a diploma in clinical medicine and community health. We as well take pride in some courses sponsored by the Higher Education Students Financing Board for a loan scheme that will not get you worried of tuition as you pursue your dream. Come ready for an academic adventure on great facilities of learning. You can visit our website on www.ndejjeuniversity.ac.ug. Ndejje University, the fear of God brings knowledge and wisdom.
Get noticed, advertise with us. Call 0714-474-433 or 0759-728-168 to place your bookings now. Ndejje University TV is available on free-to-air, GoTV, and Your TV. Follow us on Facebook, Ndejje TV Live, Twitter at Ndejje TV Live, Instagram, Ndejje TV Live, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ndejje University TV. Ndejje University TV, your source of knowledge and wisdom. Coming up on Live at 8. Territorial commanders tasked to provide security to pilgrims trekking to Namugongo. African leaders renew their commitment to restore sanity in Sudan. And in sports today, Mook Bulls wins the University Derby as UPDF dominates Police in the Handball Super League. This and much more on Live at 8. Welcome to Ndejje University Television. My name is LONA KASASA Jemima, and this is Live at 8. Here are the news in details. Thank you very much. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has cautioned members of the NRM Parliamentary Caucus about using their own money in the areas that they lead. The president made these remarks on the 28th of May 2023 during the opening of the 10-day NRM Parliamentary Caucus retreat at the National Army Leadership Institute in Chankwanzi.
The president, in the company of the First Lady, called upon the NRM MPs to preach the NRM agenda for the socio-economic transformation of the people, which is for all homesteads to engage in production of goods or services for sale, which in turn lead to prosperity for all. Government is currently pushing for all Ugandans to join the money economy through parish development model, emyoga, and other wealth creation programs.
The way to help us ourselves is to modernize, go from traditional ways of doing things to modern ways of doing things. And how do we modernize? You modernize by making every homestead produce a good or a service and sell it. There is no way you can create prosperity any other way. The sort of problems I see you getting into, where you try to say you are going to create prosperity of your people by donating to them. There you are really, really getting lost. We must save you and save us ourselves also, because you drag us into mistakes because of that mistake. Don't attempt to do what is not. Because if you want to save a patient, you must revive his system. You cannot say, let your body have leukemia, where you do not manufacture your own blood cells, and I will give you donating blood to you. Both of you are going to die. The patient will die, you, the blood donor, will die, because the blood will run out of you. So this mistake of wanting to use your personal money to create prosperity for your people, to solve their economic problems, is a big mistake. Should stop. It is actually an indiscipline.
President Museveni was happy to note that some Ugandans have started listening to the NRM message of socio-economic transformation, citing the cattle corridor, which has adopted dairy farming, Masaka, which is into coffee growing, and Kalangala, which has embraced palm oil growing.
When I met the zonal whips, I think they made a good point, because they told me that sometimes our ministers don't explain enough. That's what I was told. But let's discuss this here. Let's discuss this here. I don't want, this is not good, we are wasting time. Where we have done things have moved, I know it. The cattle corridor has changed, Masaka is changing, Bundubujo has changed, the Rengarju area is changing. We have got some islands of progress in West Nile. I saw some good farmers there. The Kapchorwa had come up, but I think it went back again to maize. I don't know why. So let's discuss how can we transform Uganda without wasting time and in harmony, and how can I help you to get out of those problems you put yourselves in of trying to run constituencies with your private money, so that we really change Uganda.
The head of state, who also doubles as the national chairman of NRM, also cautioned the members about blocking his developmental proposals, as this delays development.
Therefore, there you can see lack of cohesion between me, who is heading the reform, you, the political comrades of mine, and the administrators, the implementers. That must be cured. That must be cured. Then you come to other issues. I was looking at, and this is becoming like a system, and it can cause a constitutional crisis. It is because I'm soft. I normally don't use harsh methods, but otherwise it can cause a constitutional crisis. And I would want to appeal to you that we really cure this. In a harmonious way, we agree that this must never happen again. Of where the president makes a proposal, the parliament blocks it, there is a potential trouble there. It is because I'm always soft, but otherwise it can cause a problem. And I would want us to abandon that because it's very bad.
The retreat was called at the turn of 2 years since President Museveni was sworn in for a new term of 2021 to 2026, whose electoral campaign catchphrase was "Securing Your Future." The retreat is centered on the MP's involvement in wealth creation programs, among other issues. Jacqueline Namuli, live at 8.
In a Peace and Security Council virtual meeting held on the 29th of May 2023, African Union leaders renewed their commitment to see that peace and stability is restored in the Republic of Sudan. Let's have a look.
Your Excellencies, you will recall that on the 16th of April, under the chairmanship of the Republic of Tunisia, the Peace and Security Council held an emergency meeting to consider the situation in the Sudan after the outbreak of deadly fighting between the Sudan Armed Forces and the Rapid Support Forces. The fighting in the Sudan stems from, among other things, a disagreement between the army and the Rapid Support Force about how the Rapid Support Force should be integrated into the armed forces. The transition period of that integration, the length, and what authority should oversee that process. Disengagement, where the forces withdraw from especially the populated areas and go to some agreed areas, and then dialogue. The main reason for the ceasefire and political dialogue is trying to answer the question: if you are fighting to gain the upper hand on the other group, even if you win, are you going to run the country, to run Sudan as a dictatorship or what? If you win, you will have to go for elections. So, why not stop the fighting and the killing and go for elections? Unless you don't want to have elections. That can only be the reason why you avoid the cheap way of referring the political arguments you are having to the Supreme Court of Sudan, which are the people of the Sudan. These are the ones who can decide through a vote that we want this, we want that. When we had to fight in Africa in the past, it was because we had people who blocked our right to elections. That was the only reason.
Thank you very much, Ronette Masika. On the 28th of May 2023, the president visited 2 model farmers in Kalangala district and he advised Ugandans to emulate them in order to fight poverty. Let's have a look.
The president first visited Ms. Kirapa, a resident of Busanga village, Mugoye sub-county in Kalangala district. Ms. Tabisa was living in a grass-thatched house, but now she is living in a nice glass house. She has 4 acres of palm trees and she earns shillings 7M for each acre in 1 year, making 28M from the 4 acres in 1 year.
Omukulu atuletedde wano project bima binazi nga mima natandikira ne 1/4 acre neneyongera nempeza ikazi nya tatu wange kakati wenjogerera wano nfunako akasente nafuna dda akasente akanyamba okusomesa abaana bange bano kakati nsomesa n'abazzukulu ne bamulekwa nenfunayo akasente akanyamba kugendako mu ddwaliro kugulako ekyokwambala kunyako kasukaali omwaka nfunamu miliyoni 28 omwaka kakati ezo nawamu ikazi zange nnya.
Another model farmer, Mr. Sesanga Deogracious, with 12 acres of oil tree garden and dairy farm. Sesanga earns between 6 to 7M from each acres of oil palm tree garden in 1 year. President Museveni thanked the model farmers for listening to his advice and embracing the government development programs.
Mu 2025 watandika ne Oil Palm Uganda Limited. Yes. Kati nze omukwabo kati nenegata ne extension staff ya district Kalangala local government nga nze ndi district agriculture officer. Sebu kakati netugenda nga tusomesa omukyalo ono twamusanga nga ali twamuyigiriza kulima butunda netugamba naye omukulu his excellency aguddewo project twalikyusizaamu n'otandika okulima ebinazi naye n'avaayo eri n'ajja n'asenga ng'asulaawo mu muti muti gwali awo yasula ngaawo kakati netumusomesa bulungi nnyo tumubuulira enfuna ye nga bweneebeera n'agamba kantandike nange okukola so gavumenti neemuwa sente cash mu biseera ebyo nga buli eka tumuwayo emitwalo 15 okukola omulimo naye nga yeyeekolera kakati netumuwa ensigo seedlings netumuwa ebijimusa byonna ku credit kakati oluvannyuma lw'emyaka 4 ng'alabirira n'atandika okuku.
He gave Ms. Akirapa a EF vehicle to help her in transporting fertilizers to her oil palm trees garden and transporting her outputs to markets. He went ahead and promised to give out motor vehicles to other farmers at parish level in order to ease transportation of their fertilizers and outputs in the marketplace for sale. As a sign of appreciation for assistance from the President and Government of National Resistance Movement, Mr. Sesanga rewarded General Museveni with a cow. The President showed a gratitude and promised to put the cow in the government farm and later give it to people coming from a humble background. Ronette Masika, live at 8.
On the 3rd of June, the popular religious pilgrimage of the Uganda Martyrs will be celebrated at Namugongo. Now the Uganda police is continuing to provide security to the pilgrims from the neighboring countries of Democratic Republic of Congo, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Sudan, and Burundi, as well as the farthest districts in Uganda as they trek to Namugongo. Let's have a look.
Thousands of pilgrims across the globe are seen walking long distances to Namugongo to commemorate the Uganda martyrs who gave up their life for their faith.
Carrying out roads policing regarding the trekking of pilgrims. And it is at this stage that the IGP has come out to applaud the territorial commanders who managed to successfully police the movement of pilgrims. We have thousands that have arrived, and we anticipate the arrival of more pilgrims, including the chief organizers from the dioceses of Ndejje. So as always, the IGP has applauded police and sister security agencies for effectively providing protective cover to pilgrims trekking.
The police spokesperson said that a number of pilgrims from the country and the neighboring countries have arrived at the Uganda Martyrs Shrine.
We continue to escort and protect pilgrims from Kakamega parishes from the Republic of Kenya, who are under the leadership of Father Patrick Murunga. They crossed into Uganda on the 25th and are on their way, are still continuing with their journey. The joint chief organizers from Ndejje dioceses are expected to start their journey, and so our primary responsibility at this stage is to ensure the safety of all pilgrims, and we shall continue to provide route and venue security to all pilgrims who are trekking to Namugongo and Nachiyanja.
A multitude of pilgrims are expected to join in prayers at the different Uganda Martyrs shrines where the faithful gave up their lives in Namugongo and Nachiyanja shrines. Anselm Ojaro, live at 8.
The Makerere Bulls emerged victorious against Kyambogo in a closely contested university derby in the Uganda Handball Super League on Saturday to pick their first win of the season at the Chibuli Handball Court. Let's have more.
From the outset, Kyambogo took an early lead, setting the stage for an exciting clash, but Makerere quickly responded, equalizing before seizing the lead through their captain Wilson Urugai. The Bulls managed to maintain their advantage, finishing the first half with a scoreline of 16-12 in their favor. As the second half commenced, Kyambogo struck fast, narrowing the gap to 16-13, but soon the match would be marred by controversy when Kyambogo contested what they deemed as dubious calls by the referees. The match would later resume, with the Mac Bulls extending their lead to a commanding 10 goals. Despite a valiant effort by Kyambogo in the dying moments of the game, Makerere Bulls emerged derby winners with the final score of 35-25. Emmanuel Lukenge of Makerere Bulls was awarded the title of the man of the match for his exceptional performance, contributing 5 goals to the team's tally. His outstanding display played a pivotal role in the Bulls' victory.
I always work on my individual play, so I had to make my team win. I think this season is going to be good because last season wasn't good. But right now I think for this season, I think we have worked hand in hand with my teammates to get this win, and I think we shall get more wins.
In other games on match day 4, Ndejje Hoppers showcased their dominance with a resounding victory over Evergreen, finishing with a score of 49-20, while the Ndejje ladies faced a narrow defeat in the women's division against UPDF women with a scoreline of 25-26. On Sunday, which was match day 5, UPDF and Police Handball Club clashed, resulting in an impressive victory for UPDF with a commanding score of 36-26. Despite Police's efforts to mount a comeback, UPDF's solid defense and exceptional performance of goalkeeper Edmond Omoni proved too difficult to overcome.
The game was okay. My boys were good, and we utilized all our chances. The chances we got. So, but mostly our defense was the best. The defense is the one which made us win the game.
For sure, we are very happy with the win because it's a first derby. Of course, it's a first derby. You will not find an easy game on that day. Ever, it is tough. There is no easy game if it comes in terms of UPDF or police or prison. Ever, it is very hard. So it's hard work, and thank God that we won this game. This year is a new year. Of course, it's a new year, and we have to start with a win, a strong win. It's still a big journey to go. It's not easy. We are still having a lot of tough games. There are tough teams outside there. They are also competing for the trophy. You know, we have just started. It is the third game. It is not easy. We are having more games in front. So we shall approach each and every game according to the way we find the team.
We lost our first game this league because our boys didn't utilize their chances of scoring. Not very far away from the trophy because even in UPDF they have already lost one game and we have lost one. So we are still competing for the trophy. We can take it if we correct our mistakes.
In the women's division, Jabogo suffered a crushing defeat against Victoria University with the final score standing at 12-36. Meanwhile, in a tightly contested game, Chengeza managed to edge out Kawanda with a narrow 33-32 victory. The next matches in the Uganda Handball Super League will be held at the Ndejje University Handball Courts and Bombo at the UPDF grounds on the 10th of June. Ali Sharan Kiranda, live at 8.
And in sports today, the Woodball national team on the 28th of May embarked on their second non-residential training for players as they prepare for the Woodball Cup competition that will take place in Malaysia. Let's have a look.
The Woodball team that will represent the country gathered at Coco Beach in Entebbe to train for the forthcoming competition.
I'd like to confirm that today we had the second big circuit of the year 2023 here at Coco Beach in Entebbe, and I would like to thank all the participants who have been able to make it, but also most importantly to ensure to let the people know that today we had the second non-residential training for the team Uganda that is supposed to be competing at the third Beach Football World Cup in Malaysia. I would like to confirm that all the players that are on the team have been able to perform very well, except for the men, whereby we had a national record being broken, whereby a player had 32 strokes actually in 12 on the beach. So we believe the sport is growing, and we hope that the national team that is preparing for the World Cup is actually taking shape. And as we wait for the residential training, it's supposed to start in June next month.
The players say this training is vital in preparing for the World Cup competitions.
First of all, I'm so grateful for today's performance that I've managed today to play. Mainly, I'm so grateful for how I handled myself and how I've been getting, and I mainly concentrated on not going out, and I ended up achieving my goal.
To me, it was a good experience playing this second beach circuit because I had a good challenge with one of my competitors. We played on the same scorecard. Toong, he gave me a good challenge, but I tried my best to give what I can do so that he can't lead me with many strokes, of which I did it perfectly. And when you see our final scores, I tried my best to give my team the best. And I know this exposure which I've got today, it will help me when I find the same challenge in the World Cup.
It has helped me in such a way that I've been off training since we've not gotten the time, and this is actually our second training as Team Uganda. So I'm getting experience from different players.
The assistant coach of Team Uganda says that the game is meant to monitor the strengths and the weaknesses of the players.
No, this actually hasn't affected our training. The reason being we are looking at how best, because we may not have a team they'll be versing to play with, but rather we can have them play with other members who are not in the team so that you can see their strengths and their weaknesses. And that's what we are basing on.
The second beach circuit training is meant to prepare the national team for the competitions in July 2023 that will take place in Malaysia. Anselm Ojaru, live at 8.
Thank you very much for watching. This has been Live at 8. Until tomorrow, same time, same station. Have a lovely week.
We at Ndejje University wake up with a dream to be different, and the desire to do more. That's why we never give up on those that dream with us. And for us, Ndejje University has reimagined both the virtual and physical learning experience in engineering, health science, education, arts, agriculture, technology, sports, and every aspect of life to give us a